And we are here for you. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? We talk about relationships, trending topic. Punk's here to fix your relationship.
Sir.
We talk about black culture. We keep it spicy.
Don't start nothing.
And we are not talking about our personal lives. We're not trying to ruin all our relationships here. All right? Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. Hey, y'all.
What up, Deuce?
Hello.
What's going on? Got Punk in the building.
What up?
Per usual.
You already know.
You got Vee Chat in the building. Per
Hey, y'all.
usual.
How you feeling, Vee Chat?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful.
And we have a new guest. Miss Punk in the building.
Well, tell her all
Yes.
names.
Sorry,
That's
Mrs. Punk. Sorry, Mrs. Punk in the
Yes,
building.
yes.
her tag name.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We already discussed it.
That's right.
How you
We
feeling, baby?
already.
I'm amazing.
All right, that's good. Might be a good show then.
You had sis on the other day. Now you got wifey on. Yeah. Okay. Family affair. All right, let's get. Y'all want to get right into it?
Of course, you know how I want to do.
7 kids and 7 different women. Let's play the clip.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these
How many
children.
should you have
The crazy
had?
thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night.
Okay, we
get
get it.
But I did.
React.
Pulled out, but I didn't. Like, oh no.
You gonna start, Vee Chat?
I don't know. It just reminded me of a conversation that me and Punk had one of the other pods where he was saying like, I don't know what we were talking about, but he was saying like, if the woman doesn't want the child.
Did you flip your mic off? Go ahead.
If the woman didn't want the child, but the guy did, that she should still carry it basically and give it to him. But I'm like, so it's just weird. Just like, how should a woman be expected to have such a great responsibility in doing that when she doesn't want the kid, but it's okay for a guy to be like, oh, well, fuck you and them kids because I don't want them.
It's not okay for him to do that. It never has been. That's why he's being called a deadbeat, because it's not okay for him to do that. His out is based on your choice. That's kind of fucked up.
What you mean?
Him not having a kid and saying, I don't want a kid right now, and not having to deal with that is based on the choice that the woman makes, because your body, your choice. When if you want out, it's solely based on your choice. A man can't tell you to have a kid or not tell you to have a kid. You're going to do what you want to do, and the choice is 100% yours. For him, it's not.
I guess that's true. I just thought the logic was like messed up. Cause it's just like I get you don't want the kid, but it's just like
It's messed up for who? Women give kids up for adoption because they don't want to deal with the responsibility or whatever happening is going
it's
on,
fucked up
or
for the kid. Now, I'm not saying
it's always
even if
gonna
they
be
give them
fucked
up
up
for
for the
adoption,
kid.
the daddy could take them.
right.
That's a choice. That's an option.
I'm-
You saying that they give him up for adoption, he still got the choice to.
What if that daddy didn't want the kid?
Okay, so
What if the
then
daddy
this-
didn't even know the kid existed? Some of these people
Well, in that
be
situation, that's different. But if the
Right.
dad knew that the kid existed and did not step up, and the mom was like, "This is not what I want," then
Right.
she did the most responsible thing for that child.
Give
did the
him a
dad
better
want
life.
the kid to
That's
be
what I'm
born?
saying. That's what we
just
If
said.
the dad wanted the kid,
No,
If he
no,
didn't want
if he
the
didn't want the
kid.
kid.
then she made a decision to get a kid up for adoption.
Right, but
Right.
if the dad wants the kid, then
And the mom don't. Why
The-
she can't?
yeah, just sign over your parental rights to the dad.
She absolutely do that shit.
So then that's two responsible people
Decisions.
making a responsible
Right.
decision.
But
But,
when
to
you-
say, you lay down me, you ain't want no kids. Nah, you got kids, you stuck with them. That's messed up.
What's the difference in the woman doing that and saying
I
you
didn't
like,
say it was a difference. It's both. It's messed up on both ends.
So- and
Entrapment
that's-
is messed up.
And that's why I don't see why nobody mad at him for saying what he's saying. If I told all y'all I didn't want kids and you still decided to have a kid, how are you mad at me? I
Because-
made my choice before you had the kid.
Then take the steps to avoid it. Because you still sleeping people unprotected. So it's going to happen. So you still doing what it takes to create the child. So
Yes,
that's like
both of us
saying,
are.
I ain't drinking no more, but then later on you drink. It's a lie.
Both of
You
us,
clearly wanted this kid.
both of us are doing it.
Okay. So she's raising the kid and he's
so,
not.
So women shouldn't be able to get abortions. Because if that's the logic that you laid down and had sex unprotected, you clearly wanted this kid. Why are you getting an abortion?
I'm not a person that's for abortion. So, no.
That's all we get for this one.
I don't have no. I mean,
So you saying dude ain't wrong?
I don't feel like he wrong. I think it's bogus as hell because I wouldn't do a kid like that. But if you saying my body, my choice, and you get to make the decision 100% of the time, and if you don't want it, then nobody should be able to force you into having a kid. Then it's the same thing for that man. You know, I believe in shit being equal. So you got a choice to not deal with a kid if you don't want to, or have the kid, but you telling a man that he has no choice basically. And he ain't shit if he said that, no, I don't want kids, and somebody still decide to have a kid with him.
But a kid was still created. So then is it the kid's fault that...
No,
It's unfortunate.
it's
for
not the kid's fault.
Because the kid is the one that suffers.
Hey, Punk, he doesn't hold any responsibility.
Yes.
Well, let me finish. As of like seeing this pattern and continuing it.
7 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Only
he
7
holds
had kids. It was other
responsibility.
ones that aborted and
The
took
women
'Cause
hold
there's
the,
many
it
more.
takes 2 in all the cases, so everybody holds the responsibility, period. You not going, no, everybody know what can happen when you having unprotected sex.
And in one of the other slides, he made a comment like, and these basically like they was just like buzzed down as bitches. He was like, I did the bare minimum to get it. So why would I want to have a kid with you? Why would I want to love a kid that came from you? But it was just like, well, then do you not love yourself for fucking this bitch that you feel like ain't
It's
worth shit?
worthless. And does that make the kid worthless? Because she worthless? Because he's still a part of you? That's just a fucked up statement. I don't know.
He called the kid worthless.
No,
I
he
didn't
said
think
kid. No,
called
what
the
he
kid.
said was
He
like,
said
why
the
would he love a
women were.
kid with her? Like if he
Why
didn't
would he
love her,
want
like why
a
would he
kid?
love a kid that came from her if he had no love for her? Because basically she doesn't value herself because she gave him access to her body, and he did the bare minimum.
So I was asking, does that make the kid worthless?
Or not
Nothing-
deserving
nothing
of love
makes
from
it.
him.
Right.
That's basically what he's saying. Why would he love a kid?
Because it came from her.
Right,
Like
and
it's
he
not a
love
part of
her.
him.
I don't. That shit a stupid comment, but essentially you don't want the kid because you don't want the kid. I'm not gonna argue with you about
Why?
having your freedom of choice, yeah, or why you decided to make that decision. Like
That's fair.
everybody get a choice, but the man in the situation. So
It's still a
whatever,
choice.
Huh?
It's still a choice, but
Absolutely. It's still
You
a
got your
choice, but I'm
whether
not
you
going to
wrap
argue
up,
with you.
pull up or pull out.
You got your choice whether you use a shot, a pill, a this, a
But why
that,
should I
how
have to
many.
be on Virgo? If I say
Why
like,
should anybody then? Y'all both should. Either we both gonna be
Exactly.
responsible and
I'm
take
not disputing it, but what
responsibility,
I'm
or
saying
we
is,
not.
I'm not. It's definitely the
One
responsibility.
of the
of
guys'
both people.
point was, I don't have to carry this baby for 9 months. And that's why he wasn't concerned about pulling out or using protection, because he said his body isn't going to be affected.
He wasn't
But
lying.
his
Women
life
say
is
that
gonna
all
be
the time.
affected. His life is affected.
Why?
No, you don't carry the baby, but your life should be affected if you help create a child. You're not exempt from that. So yes, you're affected, just like you may not be physically affected the way the woman is, but your life should be affected as well.
And he doing his best to dodge
Said
that
access
responsibility.
denied. I'll send one.
He said access to
I don't know. It's fucked up, but I'm not mad at his reasoning, if that's what it was. Like, we can't get mad at women for it. I can't get mad at him for it. I think everybody that does things like that ain't shit, but I'm not gonna act like, he any worse than a woman giving a child up for adoption or getting an abortion. It's the same shit. You ducking your responsibility that you laid down and had sex to make a kid, knowing what could come from it.
Giving a child up for adoption is ducking your responsibility, or making a responsible choice. I want them to have a good life that I can't provide for them.
Are you gonna be responsible for this kid?
That's not a responsible decision. I'm asking you.
I never said it wasn't. So the question you asking me don't pertain to my statement. You're ducking responsibility. Was it responsible of you to say, I can't provide for this kid right now, so I'm giving them to somebody else? Yes, so that kid can have a decent life. But are you ducking your responsibility? Absolutely. Because most men, like they on dude ass about he should just take care of his kids, they don't want you to duck your responsibilities. They want you to step up, man the fuck up, and take care of your kid.
Okay.
So it should be the same thing.
All right, I got another little. I'm gonna play a little clip and then I'm gonna ask a question.
All the way to chat. I don't like to coach, and I struggle because I remember this therapist saying to me about a person I was seeing, give him his lines and see if he can run them. And I was like, okay, wait, hold on. So wait, tell him how to treat me and see if he can do it, but how long does that last? Because I feel like if I don't inspire you to treat me a certain way, or that is not how you naturally are, I don't want it. I don't like.
All right, so should you
You agree
tell?
with this?
Hold on.
My fault. Go ahead, Deuce.
Should you tell the person you are dating how you want to be treated?
Ladies first.
It's like, I guess it depends, because yes, you should state what you like and what you don't like, and maybe from that they can decipher what works between y'all two. But like she said, give him his lines. Well, tell him verbatim, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Nah, I don't want to do that.
I think it's not verbatim like, hey, you should do this or you should buy me flowers every day. Like, not like that, but I think that it's a part of getting to know somebody. Like, you're getting to know them, they're getting to know you. So it's just like, these are the things that I like, these are the things that I don't like. And it's like, and then you just kind of let it go. But it's just, I wouldn't be like, hey, every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, I want you to text me.
Right.
If you don't text me at 3 o'clock, then I'm going to feel like you don't love me, like, or you don't like me, or you're not into me. Not like that, but you should be upfront about your expectations. And if the person can't, or feel like they can't live up to those expectations, they should move around.
Punk, let's get it.
Y'all got jobs.
Yeah.
They get y'all specific job duties, right?
Expectations.
Most jobs they give you what your duties are too. Like, you know what your position is, what you supposed to do on a day-to-day basis.
Well,
Nope.
not really. I just got a new position. So
Not all
I'm
jobs.
still messing right. You just have a list of expectations.
Don't even give you training.
I definitely definitely did get trained for this new position.
Most jobs give you training. They give you your
Not the
job
good ones.
specifications. They give you what you should be doing on a daily basis. Right? You go to school. You had a syllabus. They told you what you was taking. They told you when shit was
And a lot
due.
of times when you're in school, you don't do that shit either.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Don't let her throw you off.
The
Don't let her
fact
throw you
of
off.
the matter is, everywhere in life, people give you a blueprint to how things are supposed to go.
Not parenting.
Why is it any different? Actually, most of the time they do, because your parents give you a blueprint on parenting, whether it's good or bad, or if you utilize that blueprint or not is up to you. But you absolutely get a blueprint on parenting. But back to my point. Why is it different in a relationship? Wouldn't it be easier if everybody knew, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. These are my expectations.
That's what we saying.
That's what she's saying. Give the
No,
person.
she said she don't. The girl.
She
said
don't want
want
it.
She don't want
Right.
that, right.
Ain't that what y'all said? Y'all don't want it to happen like that?
No, that's not what I said. I said you set expectations. You let them know your expectations and things that you like and what you
I
don't
want
like.
you to tell me what you want me to do.
I'll
So
be like,
it's
hey, Pump,
easier for me not to
Text
fuck
me-
it up.
Text me at 3:15 every day, telling me
If
that
you
love me.
if you're gonna complain at me for not doing it, I would rather you tell me to do it so I know I need to do this so that she's good.
If instead of going with them crazy analogies,
instead of
crazy
it not
examples.
happening, and then you like, this man ain't text me today and told me X, Y. Yes,
Yeah,
give
but
me
that's
the
like
blueprint.
that's like saying I'm coming up with this schedule now. On every day you better follow. This is what I want. So on Wednesday we're gonna have
Y'all
sex.
being
It's like
And
dramatic.
scheduling sex.
Tuesday-
It's like
Y'all
scheduling
being
sex.
scheduling sex.
dramatic.
You said you don't
It's
like
not
scheduling
Y'all
sex.
like
dramatic.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you verbatim what
What's-
to do. I
okay.
can tell you what I like and what I don't like. And then I want you to get creative, get romantic, get spontaneous, and present me with something that you think I like. Because you know what I don't like. And I'm very vocal about what I don't like. But no, I don't want to give you a step-by-step guideline. That's just like when we raise our kids. We don't tell them you're going to do it this way and this way. We give them the freedom to make decisions based off the way we raise them.
And
so
they
the way
do-
I tell you things, you need to be able to apply that
What do
in
your
your
kids
own
do?
way.
What do your kids do? Piss you off all the time because we give them freedom to
That's
do
what kids
things,
do,
and
but
they not gonna
they
do it
have
how
the
we want it
choice to do it, and we give them that as long as it's not harming nobody. No, I'm not that upset. Yes, I want it done, and how you do it is what it is. That's just like when they clean up. Shit don't really be clean, but it's like, hey, at least you did it. It is what it is.
But
So,
you not doing that with a significant other. They don't get the he half-ass did it, but at least he did it. No,
that's not true. You get the thought that counts a lot.
Damn.
I'm not you.
Oh, I'm
Damn. We're not personal. I know I'm your wife,
Right,
but
we
no.
not personalizing.
Thank you.
Nigga,
Thank
fool
you.
got
We've been
look
saying
at
people
us.
this whole time, and she hit me with a you. Oh, wait a minute.
No, that's not what I meant.
Phyllis got her a
Hold
little bit
on
like,
there.
damn, like I really be trying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Excuse my emotions, y'all.
But my point is, a person gets the benefit of the doubt and says the thought that counts. Or if they learn that something that they did they don't like, you gonna tell them you don't like it, right? Mm-hmm. Just like when y'all talked about the gifts.
I was just gonna say the Christmas pop goes right back to that.
What about them?
So like, if you get a gift like that you don't like, you should tell them that you don't like it versus just keeping it
and never wear it.
What you ain't wear?
Oh,
What you ain't wear?
I don't know what she's talking about.
You ain't wear them N1s, huh? You didn't wear them
Hell
N1s?
no, it ain't been barbecue season, goddammit.
You was just barbecuing the other day. You didn't put your N1s on.
I got Air Forces for that. But no, I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with telling people what you want. Give me the goddamn blueprint so I can make you happy. Cause that's what it's about. Like, why play the guessing game? Why give me room to fuck up? Because it's gonna happen.
If you set expectations and you tell them like, hey, if we're talking, if we're dating, I expect to hear from you every day. Then that's what it should be. I'm not saying, hey, you have to text me.
Nobody said that
but
though.
I'm saying, like,
that
but being
is.
verbatim is like, hey, I know you start work at 9:00. I want my good morning text before you start work. Like, because I know that you're up. I know you got your phone in your hand. Text me. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying
Yes, and people do that.
But I feel like that's just... I just feel like as long as I hear from you every day...
But see, that's your thing. That's part of
your...
Expectations.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
part of your...
expectations.
Right, but that's part of your telling somebody, giving them they lines to see if they
Right.
can follow. I need to be text every day. We need to date twice a month. We need to do this.
That's
X, Y.
part
You're
of what you
giving
like
them
and
the
don't
li-
like.
But you're right. So you should give them that. I believe you should give people that.
So is
When
that, hold on, do we agree that that's giving somebody the blueprint, or are we saying that's pretty vague? Are we saying that's vague
That's
and that
not a
ain't
blue.
really...
In my eyes, that's not a blueprint.
I think it just
That's
sets
just the
expectations.
outline. When you get an
Okay.
assignment, you're gonna do this outline.
Okay.
Now you put it together how you want to. This at your discretion. But I'm giving you what need to go in this paper.
Facts. I like that. But I'm not gonna
We
say
saying
no
the same
paper.
shit. Sound like we saying the same shit at this point.
Nah, you want
Her,
somebody-
it sounds like
somebody
she's
to
saying
tell
yours
you.
is general.
No, I
The
don't-
things that you just named were general.
Me?
And the things that you just named, date a couple of times a month.
Right, but
communicate every day. She's saying that's more general. Like, you can add creativity and other things within that frame.
Right, I feel like that's
Within
an
that
outline
construct.
too. Like, hey, I want to go on a date.
But
twice
that's
a month.
not a
I'm saying,
verbatim,
right.
Right.
run me my lines.
Right.
I need you to move like this, open my door like this,
Right.
and do this.
At 2:00, I expect the text. At 2:15,
See,
you better
that's
be responding to
dramatic
what
to
I
me.
said.
Saying
That's
a time frame
verbatim.
is dramatic.
Or what I'm
Like,
saying is like, okay,
Yeah, time frame is kinda
every Tuesday I
like
want to
that.
go.
That's tight.
I want to go out for tacos. That's saying like, but it's not saying
It's-
like. Well, I'm saying you want to go on a date twice a month. So it's dating twice a month could be any day, anytime, as long as we go out twice a month. But if I'm saying, hey,
I need an
we're going
expensive
exactly.
date,
I
or-
need you. We going
On
to say
Tuesday.
48 on Tuesday. I want you to make the reservation, pick me out, pick out my outfit. That's telling you verbatim what to do. But me just saying, hey, I want to go on a date twice a month. That's up to you
Right.
to say when,
Okay.
how, and where.
I get,
Right.
I get,
because
I kinda
that's
get
still
that a
keeping
little
the
bit,
spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna know where we're going. I'm not gonna know
See,
what we're doing. But I know to be
And sometimes I'm
ready.
Yeah.
okay, the way I'm looking at this is when she's saying give somebody your lines and see if they can read them, right? I'm looking at it like
Expectations.
give somebody what it is that you want in this relationship that they need to do to make sure that you're good. And that's really the expectations. That's how I'm taking it. I'm not
Right.
taking it as I need a 2:15 text. I need dinner on this day. That's like you literally giving somebody a schedule. I didn't take it as a schedule. I took it as a telling
But
them
that's
what you
feeding
want.
them.
That's how she was
That's right.
in the video. It was like
She
giving,
said
like, telling
she
them
don't
what
like
they need to do.
coaching. When you're
Right,
coaching,
coaching.
you're stepping. You're taking someone step by step by step by step. No, nobody wants to do that. But if I give you, like you said, this bit of information on what I like and what I don't like, run with it.
To me, it's okay. To me, it's still coaching. From playing sports, like you tell a player, "Hey, I like when you do that. I don't like this. I don't like that. If you're not gonna hustle, you're not gonna play. If you're not gonna play defense, to me, it's all coaching. You still telling them what's gonna make y'all
But
successful.
when you out there, is he telling you, get on 75, catch him, do this right now. This is how you do it. No, he's telling you this is what I like how you did. You did
Right.
that. You thought of that on your
Well,
own. He's not telling you specifically, you better do X, Y, Z and see this and do that.
Yes,
That's
coaches
giving
do
me
that.
your lines. I don't want to control that aspect of you. I don't want to take your
It's gonna
character
make-
away from you and just make you a robot and this is what you better follow.
But that's even more reason why you do it. Because if I'm not that person, of what you saying is if you give me your lines and I ain't the person to read them, let me move around. I would instead of us wasting time trying to figure out that we ain't really for each other.
But you should be able to get that from what I want and what I don't like. What I like and what I don't like, or what I want and what I don't want. You still should be able to decide
So
that.
then it's still the same thing to me.
Okay, so we saying the same thing differently.
Yeah, to me it's still the same thing.
Okay.
All right. Vee Chat.
What I did.
Y'all made that way too complicated.
No, you made it too complicated.
Whatever.
That was you. No, because I want someone to tell me what to do. That way, I know exactly what I'm doing is right. But I'm giving you the expectations. Like, so that is what it is.
Okay, you trying to go through it.
That was him, no. He
You done off your phone or you go?
I'm good. I'm listening.
Okay. Vee Chat. Would you rather ask permission or apologize later?
Neither. Because I'm not asking permission because I'm not getting caught doing shit. And so I don't have to apologize.
Not getting caught. Though.
Well, I'm saying, okay.
Whoa,
You went dark.
I did. Okay. Let me roll it in.
Reel it in. Get it. See? That's what I told you. Get off your phone. Focus.
No, I heard you, and I meant what I said.
How much you had to drink?
Take a deep breath
before you got
in.
She said she meant what she said.
Okay.
No. But what I'm saying is like okay, so can I have like a scenario or just in general? Like I'm not asking.
This is philosophy.
I'm not asking permission, but as a married woman, I will run things by my spouse.
And
I'm not apologizing because I'm still gonna do what I want to do at the end because I have to make my own choices and my own decisions. So for instance, for example, if I say, "Hey, babe, do you like this dress?" No, I think it's too short. Be like, "Oh, okay." But if I still decide to wear it, it's just kind of like...
The fuck did you ask me for?
I just asked if you liked it. I didn't say, do you think I...
Why are you asking me?
I want to know
You're
if I
asking
look
to
good
irritate
in it.
me? Are you asking to
I'm
irritate
asking
me?
to see if I look good in it.
But if I just told you no, I don't like how I look on you, it's too short, why you gonna take your ass out in it anyway? So I can be irritated?
I guess I'll be apologizing later.
But you don't apologize. So then when we ain't talked for 3-4 days because you did some shit and then ain't tried to figure out what's wrong with me because you don't feel like you
I
did
really
nothing.
don't know what's wrong because your face is going to be twisted up when I walk out the door.
And you
And
still
I'll be
gonna
like,
do
love
it
you,
anyway.
babe.
Yep.
Toxic. No.
Toxic.
It's not toxic. Okay.
It's a little toxic. Just a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry. I hate over me. I hate to feel like it's gonna sound weird. I hate to feel like somebody is telling me what to do.
Then don't ask me a question that you don't want the answer to.
But it's fine. So I'm not saying, hey babe, can I wear this? I'm not saying, hey, can I wear
wasn't
this?
her question.
My question is, how do I look? Do you like this? So whether you like it or not,
Are you going out with me?
I could be. I could not. I could be going out with my girls.
So don't. If you going out with your girls, what you asking me for? I'm not finna be
I
with
still
you.
want to make sure
And
that
if
I
you-
look nice when I go out.
You clearly
'Cause
don't,
you
because if I told you it's too short and you wore it anyway, you didn't really care about
It
my
being too
opinion
short
on how
does
it
not-
looked.
I asked you, how does it look on me? I didn't say
Too short.
Okay,
That's how it
because
look on you.
think- okay.
Too short.
Okay,
Your
if
ass
it's too
hanging
short,
out the bottom. Too much of your thighs showing. It's too short.
If it's too short, okay, I asked you how it look. I didn't say, babe, do you mind if I wear this? You said it's too short. If I feel like no, it's cool, then what's the issue?
What did you
why-
ask me for?
Because I wanted to know if you thought I
You
looked
didn't
cute.
want to know because you gonna do
trying
what you
to
want to do
see
anyway.
if you
So
think I
what's the
look good.
point?
Okay, I'm not for that. Okay,
Not the
That was a
government's.
you're right. I'm wrong.
Man.
The dress is too short. I'm gonna take it off. That way,
As
my
you should.
husband feels great about me going out, and I don't have to apologize. And there's no BS later. I'm gonna take the dress off.
That would be smart.
So you admitted to doing both. You gonna do both. You doing both. You apologizing later and you asking permission, or
That's
you
what she
doing?
said.
I don't
And
first-
she meant what she
first it
said.
was neither.
Asking permission.
First
is not,
it was neither.
No.
Then we
I
ended up
may
in both.
have no,
And then we
but it's
had
not me
both.
saying, "Hey, how do I look?" It's not saying, "Hey, do you mind if I wear this?" Or "Are you okay with me wearing this?" Me asking you how I look is literally just asking your opinion to say, "Hey, if you think it's too short, okay, then maybe it's too short. Maybe I could throw on some tights. Maybe I could whatever. Maybe I could wear a thigh-high boot so that the contrast of it." But I'm
That ain't got nothing to do with your ass hanging out the bottom of the dress. Your thigh-high boots ain't covering your ass hanging out the
She's trying
bottom.
to compromise and make it presentable.
What's
Unless you flat out say, and then that's the thing. Just like her question wasn't how do you want me to wear it, you can easily say, yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather you not wear that outside.
That's
Be
different.
direct. So then if she decides to wear it anyway, now you got a different issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that. That's too short. You changing? You taking that off?
And then Vee Chat is probably gonna say what?
No.
I'm gonna be like, "Well, baby,
And
even
my
that
ass
short."
gonna be out the door before you.
Okay, so we both going out. Okay.
Where the baby at?
She
Wait
with
a
my
minute.
mama.
Okay.
Oh man, that's real man. Okay. Mrs. Punk, would you rather ask permission or apologize later?
I'd rather ask permission. I don't want the shit on the back end. Like, just let me know up front. You like this? Is this cool? Or whatever.
When you with me.
I'd rather know in advance than I do some shit now we spending the evening in the way we shouldn't be spending the evening. Just saying.
Mr. Punk.
What up, Deuce?
Would you rather ask permission?
I'm gonna ask permission.
or
I don't
apologize
even.
later.
I apologize for shit I didn't mean to do. Not stuff that I meant to do, knowing that it was gonna be an issue or it could be an issue, and then now I gotta apologize for it. Like, nah, you might as well just
My bad.
The high edge.
shake. That's how most
That
people
booty
end
hanging
up
out the
falling
dress
off
is-
that
nah.
cliff.
Wow. Now you gonna push me off the cliff?
I'm not.
That's fucked up. I thought we was better than that.
We are. I'm gonna ask permission though.
Smart man.
Ask permission. It's too much on that back end. Too much
Preach.
fire. I don't take stress well. Nah, I'm gonna ask.
Then we both agitated. Some shit that could have been avoided. We know you don't care, Vee Chat.
I do care. But I am also my own person.
Absolutely.
And I'm not gonna wear
Absolutely.
and let the record show and be clear. I will not wear anything with my ass hanging out the bottom. I'm not gonna do that.
But if you bend over a little bit and that dress too short,
That's why you don't bend, you squat.
She a lady.
Boom. Wow, I'm not a lady? Because I don't like that look you just gave.
next topic, dude.
No, I want you to answer the question. I'm not a lady?
Next topic, dude.
Well, damn, my bad.
Crazy. Damn, no, I'm not a lady. That's fucked
Damn.
up.
Oh,
I was a man in my afterlife, though.
Next topic, dude.
I did wanna we did ask this on a previous pod, but I did wanna ask this one again. How did y'all feel about this clip going around? Michael B. Jordan.
Go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay? No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. You did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name, but yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. We know each other. We go way.
Ooh, they go
He
way
still-
back. They go way back.
He still hurt that
They
Lori broke up
definition of
with
way
him.
back different.
How is he hurt? Why is he hurt?
You say
Because why are you coming?
way back.
Yeah, like, it was like that comment was made so long ago, and it's just like,
I mean, regardless of the comment, in his eyes, you didn't fuck with me then, don't fuck with me now. Keep
right,
that
I
same
get
energy.
That part I get. That I
Like,
get,
keep that
absolutely.
same energy. No, you don't get no special interviews or
And
nothing
you
like
get
that.
trying to get some peas,
And
some
you
clout.
Thought I
we
didn't know you used to call me the corny kid, but this corny kid make 4 times your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
go way back. You ain't even fuck with me way back. Stop.
No, I get that.
Stop.
we knew of each other back then.
Stop.
Because I feel like if he had said like that, like you ain't.
I mean, he can't.
But you brought up the corny comment. I just feel like that could have been maybe like not said. But I would make the comment like you ain't fuck with me then, so we ain't interviewing now.
But he made the comment because she said we go way back, like they used to kick it. I was the corny kid then. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get
And
on
you
here and
remember
stunt.
you remember the class and everything,
Yeah.
or whatever, the school, whatever you said, way in Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
you
no.
think I don't remember that you ain't fuck with me and I was the corny kid? You shouldn't have brought it up. If you wouldn't have brought it up, it wouldn't have got
He
talked
wouldn't have
about.
said it.
You did that. She could have just went on with her interview. You lit right now, da 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 da.
Right.
Yeah, stop talking about we go way back. You ain't fuck with, we don't go way back.
True.
Cut that out.
Agreed.
Vee Chat. You feel like he was being petty?
Absolutely. But sometimes you gotta be petty though.
Sometimes petty is
warranted.
necessary. That's right.
So I'm with it.
Sometimes,
Call
like,
me petty boots.
sometimes people, you know, sometimes people be waiting for that moment. You know, like
True.
To get
Sometimes,
back.
I mean, like,
He been holding that for a while.
he been like, sometimes it's like, I know y'all think I'm corny right now, but I'm really focused and I'm on a mission and I'm serious and I ain't with all the foolishness and the, the tap dancing and shit, So in our culture, we like to devalue, intelligence. We like to devalue poise. We like to devalue so many things that if we put value into it, we could elevate so much in just so many different ways.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was holding on to that. Like, I know I'm gonna see one of y'all. I know I'm gonna see one of y'all in the future.
And I ain't gonna forget.
And say it again.
I ain't gonna forget.
It's his birthday.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Didn't he just have a birthday? I don't know.
Man.
But I agree. He was holding on to that, but not even like it,
Not
it hurt
negatively,
him
but
or
yeah,
like he
but
was hurt.
Motivation.
But it was like, oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah.
But I bet you want this interview though, don't you? Because it is what it is.
And I'm sure that even that comment,
Cause you
even
finna
that
get hella views off me,
exactly,
shorty.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
He's an Aquarius. Yeah.
He just had a birthday. That's what I
February
thought.
9th,
Yeah.
You finna get hella views.
Yeah.
I'm still doing
I
you.
still
I'm
clouded
still
you
doing
up.
you a good,
I
a
still
good deed.
clouded you up
And
with
I'm
my
still
corny
corny.
ass.
I'm still corny.
And I'm still corny. And I still clouded you up. That was good though. Did you have something, Punk?
Mrs. Punk.
Mrs. Punk, did you have a topic that you?
I was just asking.
Okay.
I was giving her the floor.
No.
Okay, I still got stuff on deck. I'm just freestyling. Vee Chat. We already did one of yours that you.
My motherfucking boy, Charles. We can't talk about
I think that was one I
What
gave
he
you
do?
last
I don't know what he
night.
did.
Can't tell you.
You gave me one last night.
Yeah, I
Let
think
me
you
see.
typed it.
I typed it in. Okay.
The time.
Okay. Hold on. The time.
It was either time or age or something like
What
that.
gets better with time?
Pussy.
Okay. All right. Let me ask that again. What gets better with time? Vee Chat. What did you say?
Wine.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said the
That's
first
what I said,
time.
wine.
Okay.
I think technically it was age, but it don't. It's kind of the
Okay.
same
What gets
shit.
better with age?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
the same thing.
Wine. Black people.
Yeah, I say people. I say sex. Especially if the question is with age. Sex, for sure.
True.
Sexuality.
Not about sexuality. Maybe like the performance.
Okay. Performance.
Performance gets better.
But definitely sexuality. too.
Sexuality, right? That's just.
Like sexuality is just like you know who you are. Like what do
Nah, you don't though until you experience shit.
Right. You gotta open up.
You don't always know who you are until you experience
something.
some.
Sorry, that's me.
No, he's talking shit.
She's a new guest.
When you
Gotta go home with her.
Period, Poe.
some shit.
And it was his kid, so he can't say nothing.
No, but seriously, like.
So when you say sexuality, what you...
Well, I'm just saying, like, our sex life should get better with age.
Right, but when
like,
you say sexuality,
we
sorry. Go ahead, babe. Sorry.
we should open up even more. Our fantasies, our kinks, our. Yeah, hold on. Let me go. You Punk?
What up?
I was talking. You was all like in the
He is
middle of my
calling me.
shit.
My
Okay.
bad.
So I hear you, Vee Chat, I hear you questioning, like, you like, what do you mean
got-
sex? Hold on, okay, that's my damn thought. Shit. So no,
I'm fighting when you get done. I'm fighting you.
but I hear you saying like sexuality, and I think like you mean like, well, don't you know if you straight or not? Is that where you kind of
right.
going
That's
with it?
where I'm right.
No,
exactly.
that's why I would kind of change it to like our sex life. I don't know if sexuality is the right word, but
Or maybe it's sensuality.
okay.
Boom.
But does that get into all the freaky shit that you like?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
sensual,
you start to experience different things. You don't really, for the most part, know what you might be in.
What's pleasing to
I
you,
don't-
what you
yeah.
like, what you into, what you're not into. Experience better orgasms. Shit change as you get older.
and you start to experience different things.
Because when you're young, some things is taboo.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then as you age,
it's like, this shit ain't that bad.
It's more
it
intentional.
or it's great.
We
or
could
it's
do
amazing.
this could.
Yeah, it's more
this
intentional,
is-
more direct. Like he said, you telling what you like and don't. You know what you like and don't like at that point. So yeah, definitely with age, it changes.
It gets better. It
For
should.
the better.
It should.
And if it ain't, you need to move around.
Baby.
Or have a conversation and try to figure this shit out first, right?
True. Yeah. You
True.
should have a conversation
True.
first.
We gotta
Try
try.
to see if people can
Compromise.
Open up.
into
Free your
your
mind,
logic
Craig.
and what you want and all of that stuff. It got to be some give and take in that though. Like you gotta. At some point, people gonna realize that they want different shit, and if you with somebody, you should be able to talk about those things. Like, hey, I like this, or let's try that, or I might like this, I might like that, but let's try it, and then we'll see. But you got to be at a comfort level for that most of the time. Most people.
I agree.
Yeah, it definitely has to be a comfort level because if we not with everybody. Some people are just natural born freaks.
True.
But I think for general people, it's got to be I trust you on some level to be able to do some of these things or open up about some of these things to you that I may like or may not, or I don't know if I like.
But even the natural born freaks, just humping and having sex and still not getting the fulfillment out of it. I have people that's very, very sexual, very, very, promiscuous. But as they've gotten older, sex is different from them now. And so it's like I'm getting something different out of it. I didn't bust it open for a couple, but now it's different. I'm older. I want different things. and showed me some shit and I didn't know existed, so it still can change with them too.
Okay.
Because you do have situations where people be like, nah, I'm not into that. And be 30 plus and be like, oh, nah, it wasn't that bad with that person, so maybe I am. Or sometimes the experience make it a little different. That's the only thing that gets better with age.
Right. What else?
Why?
Okay.
I said people, men, women, just in general. You
Understanding.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It should, I guess.
I think relationships get better with age overall.
Oh shit.
Don't get me wrong, there's some old fools, but at some point you should grow out of the foolish days and I guess grow into a better version of yourself, which is why I said people.
Compromising.
Yeah, and that should enhance your relationship. So, once upon a time, some people didn't want to get married till they was 50 and at first it's like looked at like, oh my God, that's horrible.
They know. I've said it on the pod before. They know that I felt that way. Yes, absolutely.
But in hindsight, really, that's not a bad idea if you're waiting until you have developed into the person that you are. So it go both ways.
I got tricked, y'all.
Why you get tricked?
I'm talking
He got
shit.
blessed.
I did not plan to get married until 50. Somehow it didn't work out.
God blessed him.
12 years in.
He kept singing that song, God Sent Me an Angel.
You sing now?
What's the words to that?
You be singing it. I ain't gonna put you out like that. But you know the word.
Go ahead,
He
sing it
does
to
it.
him. Go ahead,
He does
sing
it.
it.
I don't even know
He
what
don't know
song
what-
she talking about.
He don't know the name of the song,
Yes,
but
he
he
do.
be
If
singing.
If I hear it, I probably know it, but I don't know.
Right.
From the heavens above.
Oh, okay, all right. We don't own the rights to that.
I can sing if I want to.
We don't own the rights, though.
True that.
You got her waiver. We're not responsible for this.
Dang, y'all went somewhere and I wanted to go there. But it passed me.
It was about the sexuality stuff.
It was about what Mrs. Punk was just saying.
Y'all in these governments today.
Somebody else used the government?
Yeah.
She said, okay. If I find them out, bleep them out.
It was about the freaks.
In the
Yeah.
house. Freaks.
No. Let me go move on.
Okay. I'm gonna follow your lead, dudes.
Keep it rolling.
Vee Chat, would you rather have... What, you don't like the fact I'm calling?
No, go ahead. No, fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather have endless love or endless money?
Endless love.
Expound.
Shock the shit out of me.
Whoa!
Wow!
Shots fired.
Wow. That is
I'm sorry, I'm fucking with you.
crazy. You was just at my hair state. What, I was late?
Woo!
17 minutes.
Damn,
Not
yeah,
to the minute. Not to the minute.
Petty.
17 minutes, 30 seconds.
And you know
What
what?
wasn't we
You
just
know
talking
what?
about that?
You told him
You
petty was
talking-
necessary, so you opened up the doors for
baby.
this. You gave him the green light for that.
I think for me it's endless love because money, it comes and goes, but if you find that person that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like you can accomplish anything, that make you feel like you can overcome anything, I feel like that's worth a lot more than money.
Good answer. Punk?
Love. Endless love.
You gotta expound just like she did.
Right.
I mean, I just think love is the most important thing in the world. So money ain't that important to me. Yeah, I enjoy money. It buys things, take care of the family, all that, but
It can't buy love?
not at all.
Mrs. Punk? That's going to be the title of this.
It's definitely
Better not
endless
answer
love.
wrong. Okay.
And I say that because, like you said, money come and go. Money is not security. Money is not a companion. But when you have endless love, that's family, that's friends, that's companionship, that's the people that you spend the most time with. And I'm all for endless love.
Me in a word.
It's your spouse, right? You're right, baby.
God.
All right, let me stop.
That's me, y'all.
Me as a word. Describe yourself in one word.
Everything Mrs. Punk said.
All right, I quit. What you think, Deuce? If it ain't about the money.
Let's add some contrast here. Nah. Okay, do I really need endless love, though? I need endless. Is that shit gotta be endless?
You need look conditional.
That motherfucker can it just finish right before the end finish? No, I'm just joking. No, give me endless love. I'm joking. Can't do nothing without love. I ain't big on the money tip. Like, money good, money could be a very great tool if you're using it right, It could, like you say, it could buy you things. It could make you feel very good. It could give you great dopamine hits, But love can do that as well.
I got a question. You think people worse off if they have nobody to love them or if they have no money?
You asking it.
Shit. I think if they worse off if they don't get nobody to love them. They definitely worse off. It's the truth. It's the truth. Go ahead, Mrs. Punk.
I agree, because even if you don't have no money, at least you go stay with a relative, or you could have somebody to take you in because they love you. But when you just don't have anybody, it's like it's weird. Like, you're alone in a different type of headspace. Like, I don't even like for my kids to sit in a room for several days without physical contact of another human. Like, it's damaging to the mind and puts you in places that sometimes you can't come back from.
And even if you got all the money in the world, how many people still out here hurting themselves? Cause
Rich as ever.
Mm-hmm. And for like the people like me and Punk worked at a hospital before, and when you in the hospital and you sick,
ain't nobody coming to see you.
and ain't nobody, it's plenty of people where ain't nobody coming, nobody coming. You know, you here, you struggling, you on your own in pain.
Yeah.
Don't know if you're gonna live or die. You know, and you alone. You know, so that's when you put life into perspective. What's really important. You know.
Agree.
All right, I'm gonna play one more clip, and then I'm gonna ask a question, and then I'm gonna let y'all get to it. All right.
I've learned it recently because my grandparents, who were well off, like had the cheese, okay, had the cheese. Grew up my whole life thinking my grandparents have the cheese, and the minute they kick it, I get the cheese. I become extra cheesy. But they're in their 90s now, and they have moved into a retirement community. And what I learned as they were moving into this retirement community and they were selecting them, and they were like, oh, we want to have one with a pool and we want to have all our food brought to us, which, like, good for them. But they moved into one that's considered, like, mid-tier, like, not super expensive, really, like normal for people in their, like, middle-class bracket, right? Okay, they had to prove to this retirement community that they had, like, I don't know, $1.5 million in assets or something, which is, again, the cheese, okay? And then what they did is they signed it over to the retirement community. The retirement community was like, we don't care how long you're going to live. Could be a year, could be, I mean, they're in their 90s, so it could be 5, but we're going to take all of your money because no matter how long you live for, it's going to cost your entire net worth. And then they told me a story about how they had a friend who was in their 80s, who had dementia, who had pretty much the same amount of money, was well off, had the cheese, who didn't qualify to get into this retirement community because their care was going to be too expensive. They had over $1 million in assets that they were willing to give away in order to be taken care of until they die, and they didn't qualify. And then I learned that a lot of people can't get into retirement communities at all, no matter how much money they have, no matter if they're sitting on that $400,000 house that they bought in the 70s for 10 grand, okay? So what they do is they end up spending all of their money, all of it, so that they can qualify for government paid for end-of-life care. So, like, regardless of whether you have money or don't have money, it's all going to disappear. Someone's healthcare is going to take it. They're going to say, I don't care how old you are, until you die, I'm taking every single cent you have.
Okay, so here. Is there any point of trying to leave money to the next generation?
Absolutely. It's still a point. And again, I guess that go back to the question we were just discussing, have people around you. Because why do you have to go into a retirement home? Why can't they stay in their own home until they transition in the comfort of their own home? So, yeah, your goal should be to set up the next person or the next generation so they don't got to get it in the mud, you know, as everybody say. It's value in that. I'm not saying make trust fund babies and they don't got to work for it, but dish it out so that they know that this is coming, but I got a little bit to support me. And if I want to do this, I have it rather than not having anything or the access to do it. That doesn't make sense to me. When you had it and you worked for it, why wouldn't you share that with the ones that you love?
Mr. Punk?
Yeah, I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit.
Go ahead.
Even though I believe you should have, you know, money set up for your kids in case that something happen. But at 90, your kids like 60. If they ass ain't got it by then, you done even being able to get it out the mud. So whatever I do got, it ain't going to you, the next generation. And your kids probably like 35, 40.
It's still somebody in your family who give it to
They
you.
ain't getting it out the mud.
Like, I would rather it go to the family than the retirement home.
No, absolutely, and I'm saying absolutely, it should definitely go to a family. That's why I'm not saying it shouldn't. But as far as setting the next generation up, if I'm 90, you should be good already. Like, if I'm well off and you 60 and you ain't learned nothing from me all this time that you still out here messed up waiting on me to die.
Well, hopefully you're not setting it up at 90. Because they don't guarantee you're going to live to 90. So when you're
Right.
setting it up in your mind, you're thinking about the next generation or even your grandkids. And at
Right.
that time are small. So no, at 90, you should not be just writing out your will.
No, you should. I'm saying, me having life insurance right now is like, if something happened to me right now, I want to make sure the family's straight. Cool. This is gonna ride out forever, right? But when I'm 90, bet not nan kid. No. But bet not nan kid be waiting,
For you
thinking
to-
that he finna,
Yeah.
he finna be
Yeah.
out the mud.
Daddy,
Daddy out the mud.
Daddy finna kick the bucket.
What's
I'm
the
finna
mud?
get this money.
Extra cheesy.
Extra cheesy.
That shit was crazy. Sis, like that ain't it. You know,
So I kind of convoluted the question a little bit, but that kind of was where my head went with it. But I just think the point is, like, because, like, Punk mentioned insurance, you know? So that's a whole different, you know, conversation. So
Right.
they were talking about assets, you know, what the grandparents actually had. But let me ask you this, because I think a lot of times people underestimate how much they don't have it in them to take care of somebody. You know, it takes a lot. It's a lot to take care of elderly people. You know, and in your 60s, do you really want to be taking care of a 90-year-old? 90, you know, like,
No, but that's the point of having home health care nurses and things that you can hire. Not doing it yourself. I don't recommend anybody to add that, especially at 60, adding that stress to yourself. But if you have that money, yes, why put them in the home? And especially these days where they're getting their ass beat in these homes, unless they're in a $1.2 million, you know, whatever.
yeah, the one, yeah.
No,
Mid to higher tier
exactly.
type of thing.
Leave them in their comfort of their home. Let people come. You know what's going on in the house. You got your camera set up. All that. Why not? But don't put that stress on yourself. I'm not saying that, but at least you still monitoring it and you're still there, and they still get to see you and you're visiting. You're not driving 2 hours to go see them, because to get a good one, you definitely got to go far. They still need to feel that love. Why place them in the home?
I think sometimes the elderly, sometimes they want it. Sometimes they like feel like they're a burden. Sometimes they do want to just go somewhere where it's all older people and they're being tended to, and like she said, they want the one with the pool, and they bring their meals to them and they make it real comfortable. So sometimes we gotta try to get in the perspective of a 90-year-old, or 85-year-old, 90-year-old tired. You know,
That's
I
respecting
love
their
y'all.
wishes.
Y'all don't come see me like y'all used to. Y'all don't come, you know. So we kind of gotta. But I definitely understand what you said as well.
Yeah, and that's respecting their wishes. If that's what they want, then yeah. But placing them there because,
Right.
you know,
That's different.
a burden, then that's different. But if that's their wishes, that's their wishes. And even then, in that old age, it's like, you really finna give up your house and everything to these strangers rather than leave it to the family, you know, because that's another thing that we undervalue. Property, leaving that in. That house could be somebody in your family house, or we could Airbnb. That's a business. It's something. That's an asset that the family can thrive off of for years, especially us who don't own many houses.
Did you have something, Mr. Punk?
No, sir.
Vee Chat.
Nope.
All right. Do I got anything else? I did say that was gonna be the last one. This one. Do you ever put your friends before your partner? Punk, Mr. Punk.
Me?
Yes.
I thought we was going to ladies.
No. We're talking. Go to you first, sir.
Ever put my friends before my wife?
I just threw you right in the jam, didn't I? This is the last one I was promised.
I'm gonna just shut the fuck up there.
You can be
Yes.
honest. It's a safe space.
Yeah, I do.
You do or you have?
I have. I mean, I probably still would in certain situations.
He doesn't. That's a learn. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I believe. Never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay, Vee Chat.
No. Seriously though.
Go ahead.
My wife know me at my core. Like she know how I am. If something happened to a friend and they need me to be there, like usually she's understanding that, babe, your friend needs you. Go ahead, and I'll go do that. To me, I still feel like that's putting them before her. If we were already doing something or had plans, even though she understanding, like okay, whatever, but it's still putting them before her. So it still happens on occasion.
Man, you a big man to own up to that one.
Am I lying?
Is he lying, Mrs. Punk?
No, he not lying, but that don't make it, right or wrong. I just feel like it happens, and it like if it's an emergency, and me being me, it better be an emergency. Because if we got plans already, and you leaving me, somebody better be bleeding, hurting, depressed, or something.
Somebody better be dead.
Because I ain't that understanding, no. But it's the conversation that takes place that allows me to be understanding. And then honestly, keeping it real, it depends on what friend it is.
Keep it 100.
Cause some friends, I'm like, they gonna be alright,
They been shot before.
You can't operate, so no point in you going.
They need you on the surgical team or some shit.
You ain't scrubbing up. There ain't nothing you can do till they come out. Might as well sit down.
Horrible. Vee Chat.
Every Friday and Saturday.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Damn.
What is with you
Punk.
again today, bro?
You.
Damn. You really want to square up and fight. First of all, on Fridays, that is known. That is my day. Now, if sick, hurting, can't do it, I chill. I'll stay in the crib. Am I gonna be pissed about it? Probably. But I'm not gonna leave him fucked up in the crib with the baby. I'm not gonna do that. But I do feel sometimes that if one of my friends need me, I guess it has to be important. You know what I'm saying?
She got into it with her baby daddy.
Mind your motherfucking goddamn business.
No, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna make sure she's straight.
That ain't got nothing to
but
do
I
with
ain't
you.
gonna pull up because he's not finna beat me and you up.
Right, that ain't a leave me type of conversation. Situation.
Exactly. But for instance,
that's we need to go over there. What the fuck is you doing?
What am I right?
What are you gonna go do?
Her stepdad just passed.
Mm-hmm.
So when she called me, I was working, whatever. She called me and she literally could not catch her breath. I was like, I'm on the way. Mm-hmm. My husband had just gotten in from work. And I was like, hey, I gotta go. And he was like, what? I'm like, such and such, stepdad just died. I'm like, she need me. And he was like, I'm exhausted. I was like, I get it. I'm like, but you'll be all right. I'd be exhausted too. And so for me, it was important for me to be there for my friend because shit, I just felt like she needed me. And you know what I'm saying? And me being there with her that day, it made a world of a difference to her because she didn't have anybody else that could just pull up like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if it's dire important, absolutely, I'm gonna be there. But if it's just me and my baby daddy into it.
I mean, friendships are important.
Mr. Punk, you look like you had something to say.
It ain't bad, is it? It ain't bad. You was
fidgeting.
I can't fight nobody else's battles.
It just would have been me being an ass. So.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Waiting.
That's what the people want.
Yeah, I was waiting because you definitely was about to say it.
Yeah, what they want.
What you gonna say? What's up, man?
Huh? Nah, I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, okay.
But friendships are important. So yes, sometimes you need to water it at the least expected moment, and those matter to that person because when they are down, the people that's around them at that time, they remember. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go support your friend. That's different. But putting them before me, as in, oh yeah, bro said we kicking it tonight. I know we had dinner. You got your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? That's.
Nah, I want to rub something soft. Sorry, bro. We'll get up tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. You're right.
Alrighty.
Putting your friends before your woman, Deuce? Your wife?
Let my camera come back on. Absolutely not. Made that mistake. Didn't turn out too good.
You learn.
You live and you learn, right?
Live and you learn.
You live and you learn. But I'm pretty good. Like, I'm pretty sympathetic to my wife's feelings as far as you don't want me to go. You know, I'm going to stay most of the time, you know. Sometimes it'd be like, all right, is this a controlling type of thing? You know, but that's a story for a different day. Episode 77!
Wait. I got a question. Huh? I got a question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So do you feel like if your wife friends needed her a lot, that you would be the same? Like, nah, don't go. You supposed to be here with me.
No, I would be like,
Go with your friend.
I got our daughter. Go.
So do you think men are more understanding in that sense?
Here you go.
And not feeling like,
Oh, you put somebody before me.
Yeah.
Oh, you love that boy.
like we're more understanding that your friend needs you right now? Go ahead, go.
No.
I was asking Deuce.
Well, we answered. No.
Wasn't y'all turn yet?
We answered anyway. We don't need a time.
He closed the show already anyway.
See how understanding he's being and you all are?
He closed the show already anyway.
Like,
Point proven. What episode, Deuce?
episode 77.
Follow the TikTok. Follow the YouTube.
Ain't none of us getting in trouble tonight.
I ain't shout out no comments. Let me see. Let me see if I can get some comments in real quick. People gotta go. Let's see. Lamont Mitchell. This one was actually kind of wholesome. Loved it. I want to hop on the pod one day. We want you to hop on too. Gonna cost you though. All right. I'm just playing. Lamont Mitchell.
For
we got
now.
you. What'd you say?
Playing for now.
Playing for now. All right. Stay lit, remain humble. So I believe that I believe they have their own podcast. I believe that's what that is. Stay lit, remain humble. But they always fuck with us. I know y'all drop once a week, and but damn, I should not watch this episode. Vee Chat, time out once again. You was wild in this episode too. I think this was the
The last one with P?
no, this was the 49. This was a while ago. I respect the people that go back and watch the old ones. Like, that means you really rock with us. So, shout out to you.
That shit you be talking.
Girl.
You know what the
get my red chair back.
know what the corner look like for sure.
Wait till we go.
Shout out Tony Rando. You know you're my boy. Kelvin Clark. You know you're my boy. Any final words? Mrs. Punk, you want to promote the business? Why it's free?
Of course.
Go ahead.
It's always free for me.
Hey, talk that talk. Talk that talk. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Check out my business page, Love Sisters Elite Productions, for all your event planning and decorating needs. We do it all, from baby showers, divorce parties, engagement parties. You know, we do it all. Just check us out.
Down.
Hey, I might could get a commercial out of that. I might could get an ad out of that, baby. Hey, Punk, any final words?
Not after that. You know what? We gonna throw my boy a divorce party.
Ooh, who your
Whenever
boy?
she signed those papers.
Oh, damn.
True.
Somebody
it's going
in
down.
emotions? Oh, shit.
Yes, I'm looking forward.
It's been years.
Wow. Okay.
It's going up.
Vee Chat, any final words?
Nope.
Okay. Peace out.